Fujifilm's GFX 50R, could be the first truly affordable medium-format camera. The GFX 50R is the latest addition to Fujifilm's GFX family, its range of medium-format cameras for professional landscape, wildlife, portrait and documentary photographers. What's medium format? While we've heard a lot about full-frame cameras from the likes of Nikon, Canon, and Panasonic, recently, medium-format cameras have even bigger sensors than full-frame. This has led Fujifilm to slightly cheekily call its GFX cameras super full-frame. The 51.4-megapixel GFX 50R's big selling point is that it's small for a medium-format camera and adopts a rangefinder style, hence the R in its name. It's not as compact as Fujifilm's X-series cameras, which use a smaller APS-C sensor, but it is significantly thinner and lighter than its older brother, the Fujifilm GFX 50S. Fujifilm has said that the X-series and GFX series are designed to cater to two very different types of photographer. The former are small, light and fast, while the GFX cameras are heavier, bigger, and not quite so fast. It's also pointed out that there's no in-between with its cameras. You either go small and light for ultimate portability, or you go big and heavy for ultimate high image quality. That said, the GFX 50R is designed in a flatter, rangefinder style. That means the viewfinder is shunted along to the far left of the body, allowing you to use one eye to compose your image, and your other to check out any subjects that might be coming into view. This makes it particularly nifty for news and documentary photographers, or indeed anybody that is working in fairly quick-moving situations. Although the GFX 50R is by no means small, considering it's housing an enormous, by other standards, sensor, it's actually remarkably light and portable. In fact, it weighs 145 grams less than the GFX 50S, as well as being 25 mm thinner. In the hand it feels comfortable to use thanks to a sturdy grip, and certainly no more cumbersome than a traditional DSLR-type setup. So far we've had limited time with the GFX 50R, but it feels like something that you could stand to use all day without getting too much of a wrist ache or backache. That's especially the case if you pair it with the new GF 50mm f/3.5 lens, which is coming soon. Indeed, pair these two together and you've got the world's lightest medium format camera combination. We've had a go with it with the 63mm f/2.8, which gives you an equivalent focal length of 50mm in 35mm terms, and it still didn't feel too heavy or awkward in the hand. Shifting the viewfinder to the left is the ethos behind the GFX 50R's whole design. The spec sheet reveals that the finder on the new device has a slightly reduced magnification, at 0.77x versus 0.85x, but both have 3.69-meter resolution. In news, it reveals a bright and clear view of the scene with barely any lag. You also have the advantage of being able to see a real-time display of any settings changes you need to make. If you're a right-eye shooter, being able to keep your left eye on subjects potentially about to enter the frame is something which is very useful for street photography and something we'll be keen to put to the test a bit more when full production samples become available, as well as checking to see if there's a noticeable difference between the two cameras. The viewfinder is joined by a tilting touch-sensitive screen. Another difference here from the GFX 50S is that the 50R's screen only tilts up and down, while the former camera's screen tilts in 3 directions. You can use the screen to move the focus point around the frame, but if you prefer the tactility of physical buttons, there's also a handy focus lever which allows you to move the point to the area that you require.